1 million views in 7 days? That's insane! Hi guys. So 7 days ago, a YouTuber whose preferred pronouns is Ajax made an exposed type Sunny Vs 7-minute video of the human being Chris Tyson, and it got quite a small amount of views, which I hope no one tries to form off of this for your engagement.
Tyson is a stupid and I'm glad he got exposed. I was only friends with this because I don't want to lose brand deals.
Committed by Chris Tyson, who, in case you don't know, has appeared in MrBeast videos.
I'm finally here to address the allegations. I am a transphobe. Hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the on Twitter that are saying anyone who says anything about Chris Tyson's touching of children is transphobia. Well, we all know what happened a few days ago. As you must know by now, Chris Tyson, a friend of the show and also MrBeast, was caught under serious wildfire for liking Lala, touching minors, and edging to. But isn't that last part like the rest of us? Just me? Anyway, you get the idea. Chris, bad, a very bad person. But anyway, before we get into the video, please hit that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on all your notification bells so that when I upload, you're not gonna miss it. And share it to your friends and enemies as well. These are the only minor things you are allowed to touch if you don't want Chris Tyson to be around children, especially your own children. And I am NPC, so let's start the video right now.
Before starting this video, I want everyone to understand two things. First of all is drawings. Japanese manga that is explicit and involves cartoon characters. It's focused on characters and plots depicting underage girls. Now, I think it's clear enough for anyone to understand what it means if a real person draws or likes drawings. The second thing is, I will not make up anything or accuse anyone. I will only show some disgusting and unbelievable things Chris has done, along with proof. But now you're probably thinking, what in the world does Chris have to do with all of this? To say the least, you're wrong and right at the same time. However, there's a very sketchy personality involved in this story, also known as Shadman. Shadman was a normal guy until he decided to attend an art university in Switzerland to pursue his passion for art.
Then he got kicked out because he liked drawing art that depicted children in very terrible positions. That's nice.
In 2011, he did a very disgusting and unexpected thing. He released art of his own mother.
You have to be some kind of degenerate, like, you have to be so brainwashed with porn for you to be able to do such a terrible thing. And to think that Chris Tyson could be in any way, shape or form related to this person is absolutely horrendous.
As expected, he didn't stop there. Someone will tweet on November 8th, 2016, asking Shadman to draw Keemstar's daughter, who was 7 years old at the time, doing inappropriate things with Donald Trump. Shadman will respond by saying that if Trump wins the election, he will deliver it. And as we know, Trump wins.
Trump gets shot, and the video I made a few days ago gets even more views because of the YouTube algorithm. Thank you to the YouTube gods. I'm so sorry, guys. This is a shameless self-promotion, but please check my video because it's so hot.
And as promised, Shadman will post drawings of her in an unusual manner. As if this wasn't enough, he'll later release a drawing of her giving head to Donald Trump.
Oh, that's not in my video. Ew, that's so disgusting. Why is he still free?
Posted a picture of Daphne Keene, referring to her as a real-life life. Shockingly, just a few days later, he began posting drawings depicting her being severely molested. What makes this even more disturbing is that she was only 12 years old at the time.
No, not really. What is wrong with some people? That's not the reason why it's so disturbing. Why it's disturbing is because this dude is literally drawing minors in sexual positions and he's still free.
Well, the answer to this is another drawing by Shadman. It depicts a young girl wearing a "Please be patient, I have autism" cap, pointing a gun at her mouth. She has a fidget spinner as an earring and a spade tattoo on her thigh that says BBC, which we all know what it means. On November 18th, 2017, Ava responded to a tweet from Grande and MrBeast stating, "This is coming from a guy who owns a Shad-based drawing and has it as a centerpiece in his living room." Just some time later, they also posted the exact same drawing laid on the floor with the caption, "Bonus fidget spinners to throw some extra autism."
Bro, while I was recording this video before, I didn't even notice that. That's so disgusting. That is distasteful.
Initially, it seems Chris was being sarcastic because this tweet came after Shadman had drawn all those disgusting images. However, something messy was going on behind the scenes. In this MrBeast video, you'll notice a very familiar thing at the 9 minutes and 30-second timestamp. From what I believe, keeping illegal art in the bedroom isn't normal at all. The shocking thing is that MrBeast and Chris were roommates during that time.
Ajox, that's not the most shocking thing. The most shocking thing is that MrBeast did not say anything about this thing. Like, how did he not know? Were they not best friends during that time? If they weren't, then okay. But like, I know that he had a team during that time because like he had up to 1 million subscribers a day. So like, why didn't he say anything?
Ava replied under a deleted Shadman post saying, "No Beast Boy trap, Shad? You've changed." Basically, Ava was asking Shadman to draw art of Beast Boy, as Beast Boy was shown at different ages in the show. We can't say anything for certain, but that doesn't mean the tweet wasn't strange.
I can say a lot for certain. Like, what is going on? What is all this moo emoji? Like, both of the films, he was still underage. They were not more than 17-year-old. Like in the Teen Titans, he was not 18 years. The Teen Titans, they're small children. So like both of them are still very bad. Like, bro, what the fuck?
January 17th, 2018, a person tweeted saying, "Remember this growing up? Me too. Check it out at Shadbase," featuring a photo of the 4-year-old cartoon character Caillou with his mother. Chris joined in and replied, "Help, I need an adult." I don't think there's any need to explain how crazy this stuff is. But what's even crazier is Ava's next tweet. Maybelle and Dipper are 12-year-old siblings from a show called Gravity Falls. On July 14th, 2017, a user tweeted comics of these characters kissing. Ava replied, "They're twins, so at this point, it's just right?"
This has to be a demonic possession, because there's no way in hell that anyone with a normal brain would say such a stupid thing.
The strange part is that they delete most of their tweets later on.
That's not strange at all, bruh. Like, if you do something that is bad and you know that it's bad, obviously you want to hide it so that people will not know about it. Like, Egg Rock, what's your name? Like, you're small shot.
June 21st, 2018, a user posted some scenes of a 14-year-old character named Violet from the movie Incredibles. Ava replied saying, "Low-key, she's cute." The fact that Violet was 14 and Ava was a grown adult makes this even worse. The surprising part is that Ava wasn't just reacting to Shadman's work. They were friends or knew each other, to say the least.
Why is no one reporting this to individuals to the freaking police?
On April 16th, 2019, Ava will post a clip from their livestream where they accidentally visited Shadman's website. What's even weirder is that they gave him a shoutout stating, "Shout out to Shadbase for having safe for work drawings today." I accidentally put up his website on stream. However, if you still think this is a coincidence,
who are the sense deficit ignoramai that will still think that all of this is just a coincidence? If you think this is just a coincidence, you are definitely a predator, and it's not a joke.
On January 25th, 2019, Shadman posted a picture of a character called Raphtalia from The Rising of the Shield Hero. There are two versions of her in the show. In one, she is 17, and in the other, she's 10. Shadman posted a 10-year-old version stating, "What is this and why do people keep sending me this?" Ava replied underneath saying, "Please Shad, please."
I'm tired, guy. This is so terrible. How could this be so that they're allowing such degenerates to live and freely exist on a much more meritocratical and degenerate platform, Twitter? Why are these people not being reported to the authorities? Why are we just talking about them on social media?
These were just the incidents that had proofs or were recorded before they deleted everything. One of the tweets, which wasn't clear or was out of context, said, "Nothing gets my knob cranking like some..."
Not out of context at all. Like, it's really clear that he likes children.
As we know, the meaning is inappropriate, but let's just let it go.
Why? I say it. You know me, and you're just trying to annoy me. Because, like, when you say let it go, I'm like, let it go and then drop it where? Like, let it go to who? Are we Elsa now?
Now, some people may argue that these tweets are years old. I want to clarify again that I am not hating or accusing anyone. This is purely for educational purposes. It's important to understand that Ava was invited to the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, and everyone should be aware of this. The fact that Shadman wasn't just an artist but drew literal kids is even worse. He was basically a predator.
He is basically a predator. What is wrong with this video? What? He draws children, that's his art. He draws children in weird places. and like it's terrible. He exploits little kids, even real kids in real life, like Keemstar's daughter. He is a predator. What is going on? He needs to be convicted. He needs to be put in a cage. So people have been persecuted for far less, even for crimes that they did not commit. But here is Shadman and Chris Tyson out here just being themselves just because they have a blue check mark in their Twitter account. I don't think that's right at all. This is not funny.
This situation has led to me thinking about one thing. What might have happened between Chris and Katie, as most of these tweets are from that period. We can't make assumptions, but who knows? This might be the reason. But yeah, we can only hope for the best and improvement.
The only problem I have with this, what was I saying again? Age-Rocks, the only problem I have with this video is like, why is he trying to downplay the situation so many times? Like, he's like, oh, this happened. Well, let's just let it go. Let it go to where? I don't understand. Like, this is a very bad thing. They need to be put in actual prison. Because this is something we have seen with our own two eyes, right? Why is no one reporting these guys to like the actual authorities? Because I don't care. It doesn't matter whether you're trans or straight or gay or spoon and fork. Like, you're touching children and that's off limits. I thought we should all be on the same page. So why are some people downplaying the situation or not talking about it at all? That's a very, very strange thing I noticed, which I do not like.
It's been an insane last few days with this whole MrBeast, Chris Tyson. These last few days have been insane. Not only as a YouTuber, but as a person that consumes YouTube. Because I love YouTube. I watch YouTube when I eat instead of Netflix. I've always been a YouTube kid, an iPad kid, if you will. As a content creator, it's been interesting to see all of this fold and somehow get caught in the middle of it. If you guys saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. And I said this yesterday, but I think we're barely, and I mean barely, scratching the surface of everything that's going to come out about MrBeast and Chris Tyson, because this is just getting too big to ignore, especially for MrBeast. I believe he's aware of this, and I'll tell you why. If you guys remember the lolly picture that Chris allegedly bought from Shadman, the video where the drawing appears, it's this one, tipping pizza delivery guys, $10,000. Yesterday, as I was doing some research for today's video, I took this screenshot from the most recent comments, and this screenshot is from 5:50 p.m. You can see the comments were on, and everyone was talking about the poster, ain't nobody going to talk about the picture in the background, and if you go to it right now, it's still there. So here we have it. It's right there. Very interesting. If you're like, well, why are you bringing this up? It's because if you go right now to the video and sort by newest, the comments are gone. MrBeast is actively deleting and censoring the comment section. Starting, all right, there's so many things to cover. I think we should just start off with the newest one. So this is from 30 minutes ago. Breaking: Chris Tyson is in talks to step away from the MrBeast brand. Trusted source from within tells me, and that's coming from Keem. If MrBeast was smart, he would cut them off, because this is hurting his brand, whether all of this turns out to be true or not. And by true or not, I'm talking about the 13-year-old boy. I'm not talking about Shadman and the lolly. That's true. That's a thing that happened. That is real. That's not an allegation. That 30-year-old woman, okay, she could speak for herself. She could talk. She has a platform. She almost has 500,000 followers. Why is MrBeast always the one talking for Chris Tyson? Can Chris not talk? Is he shy now all of a sudden? This is a PR nightmare for MrBeast. This is just dragging him. And as far as we know, MrBeast didn't do anything wrong.
No. What? No. He did a lot wrong, bro. You just said here, right now, that he's actively deleting comments that are asking him about the whole situation of the Chris allegations, all this kind of stuff. He's not even addressing them at all. I don't do guilt by association in any way, and there's so many reasons in the past why people have tried to cancel MrBeast for, you know, literally no reason. Some of them are saying he's the mark of the beast, some of them saying he's the antichrist, some of them exposing him for like quote-unquote capitalism or racism or white saviorism complex, whatever, because of his actually healing the blind and giving water to people that don't have water to drink, which all those are very dumb in my humble opinion. But like, this one is legitimate. He's actively hiding from criticism against his friend who was, you know, engaged in the practice of lolly, which is very, very disgusting. And you're saying that, as far as you know, MrBeast didn't do anything wrong. What? He has a responsibility to out his friend. He has a responsibility to cut Chris out of his whole brand. He has a responsibility to not associate with this girl ever again. But he's choosing not to do that. Why? So he's doing something wrong. Silence is violence.
How's it going, you guys? So recently everybody's been hearing about the Jeanette McCurdy leak of her photo. What the story is, she sent pictures to her boyfriend, her now ex-boyfriend, and he leaked them out. And she is a very popular Nickelodeon star on the show iCarly, and probably be seen as the pulling of the show. It'll probably be taken off the air. Second off, you'll probably see the photos get taken down at some point tonight, maybe tomorrow, because Nickelodeon has that kind of power. But the link's in the description if you want to see them. I mean, I'm not endorsing people to go look at somebody else's private business, but I know that you know, people might want to see them, so it's there if you want it.
Oh, guys, I'm not encouraging you guys to seek it, but they're gonna be linked below. Subscribe. God, this can...
Exactly, he's like, well, I'm not endorsing you to go do it. It's a command. Go do it. It's in the link in my description. Yes. I'm not, don't do it, but do it. Wow. Chris Tyson, you are not slick at all. You're not slick.
From iCarly in the thumbnail.
When you look on the news, you see people, they've leaked nudes from their girlfriend at a high school, and that girl kills herself. It's a tragic story. Everybody calls the guy a bully. But yeah, when people like Perez Hilton do it, it's considered entertainment.
Dude, you're literally doing the same thing. Like, it's...
And I don't even understand, like, why is he bringing up that stuff? I don't know what happened. If I cannot comment on it today, but like, you're bringing up somebody else's past sins to wash yourself clean. How does that work?
You can still get teen love. 14-year-olds always stay 14. Is this the 25th time I'm going to say this is a joke? Like, it could be, but once again, when you match it up with everything else, it just looks so bad. Low-key kind of concerning. The brain rot is crazy. I'll say that. And then this guy who goes by Jake the Viking, he used to work for MrBeast, one of the better members. He left a few years ago, but as far as we know, they left on decent terms. And yesterday, he just started tweeting about Chris and the whole situation. He tweeted, Jimmy knew that...
I was not groomed by Chris Tyson, says Lava. Well, oh yeah, like... Fuck it, if you say you are not a slave, then I guess you are not a slave. If you say you have not been deceived, I guess you haven't been deceived. These things are fucking wild though.
On it, it's over.
Oh, thanks be to God on high. Ava Chris Tyson has finally released an apology. Sweet. They say, I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments if it hurt or offended anyone. It was not my intent. Seeing recent events, we've mutually decided that it's best that I permanently step away from all things MrBeast and social media to focus on my family and mental health.
Okay, but are you going to address everything? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, don't get me wrong, I'm glad you're out of MrBeast, because that's literally what we were talking about a few minutes ago. What about everything else? Are you not going to talk about the Lolly situation? Are you not going to talk about, well, everything else you're being accused of? Like, I get it, it takes time, but it's been 4 to 5 days. Like, what do you mean by I would like to apologize for any of my past behavior or comments? Your past behavior is purchasing lolly of little kids and interacting with someone who drew kids being R-worded in the worst way possible. What do you mean? These are not jokes or edgy behavior, dude. This is disgusting stuff that actually did happen. You interacted with someone who's a fucking creep who belongs in jail. So is Chris Tyson never going to address that? This is all we get after years? No, nothing lolly, nothing related to Jeanette. Nothing.
Well, maybe we can count on MrBeast, you know, our Lord and Savior, to help us with an official statement or something as well. He says, over the last few days, I've been aware of the serious allegations of Ava Tyson's behavior online, and I am disgusted and opposed to such unacceptable acts. And he goes on to say a lot of other stuff, which it's just a correlation to what is said here. Not really seriously addressing the situation at hand of Lola and whatever, just like a general F you Lola, Ava, F you Ava, which is very nice. But what I've gathered from this whole story is that don't trust people, especially on the internet, and also MrBeast cannot be protected forever. You don't need to dick ride him forever. If you're gay, then that's okay, but sometimes you gotta step out of that position and, you know, place blame where blame is due. Chris Tyson is fucking terrible. MrBeast is fucking terrible. I am fucking terrible. And so are you. Yoli doly. Well, that's the whole video, guys. What do you think? Do you think that I am wrong? Do you think that I am right in everything I say and do? Do you think I'm your master? Whatever you think, share them down in the thoughts below so that I can read your comments and also heart them, and whoever makes the best comment that soothes my aching heart, I am gonna pin it, because I love children so much, and not in the way that Chris Tyson does. So that's why I want to protect them away from people like Chris Tyson. And I think that's where I'm gonna end this video. Share it to all your friends and enemies. Do all the minor things allowed to boost me in the algorithm. Don't touch minors. And I will see you guys in Trump's video.